Well, I was walking down the street, feeling kind of neat, when the wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. Oh, it was a sight to see, my hair flying in the breeze, 'cause the wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. People started laughing, they couldn't believe their eyes as my wig flew through the sky. Oh, what a surprise. I tried to catch it, but it slipped right through my hands, 'cause the wind came out your butt and now it's somewhere in the land. Oh, wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. Baby, you drive like shit. Did you see that car that you almost hit? I'd rather take the bus instead. Riding with you, I'm gonna end up dead. Don't ask me if I need a lift. Baby, you drive like shit. She just ran through, always stop. I ain't trying to get stopped by the cops. Baby, why the hell did I let you drive? It's a miracle that you're still alive. Don't ask me if I need a lift. Baby, you drive like shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look out, my girl is driving. Watch out, my girl drives like shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. My girl is driving. Watch out, my girl drives like shit. No, heard you think you're tough. Gotta let you know, I will fuck you up. I whoop that ass, talking all that shit, spank that ass till you tap like a bitch. No, I ain't playing, I'm here to kick ass. Whoop that ass, it's time to punch face. I'm the one who brings you pain in the ring. I whoop that ass until the bell rings. Already know that I do not play. Throw a punch like I'm cutting down hay. I whoop that ass every single night. Spank that ass till they stop the fight. I'll tell you the story of a man, a radioactive tip in his hand. His hand grew 10 times its normal size to help him get his money on time. He knew if the bitch was telling a lie, which was 100% of the time. Superpowers to make a bitch listen, then get her naked with X-ray vision. Sweep a police station in a single bound, slapping bitches down to the fucking ground. His name was famous across the land. They called him the pimp named Superhand. Oh shit, yeah, it's pimp named Superhand. He had powers no other pimp had. Oh fuck yeah, it's pimp named Superhand. That motherfucker was super bad. Asking for dinner ain't asking for much. You had one job and still fucked it up. Sometimes you gotta learn respect. I use my pimp hand to correct. It's called a big slap, slap. Come get your face.
hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate? You should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God gave you?
What's up, fam? I'm your host, School for Justice, and this evening we're going to touch on a little topic of police brutality of a young man named Robert Brooks. So right now I would like for you to join me, sit back, relax, get what you need, enjoy the show, and take a look with me at some content that what happened to this man, and would you consider it to be Mr. Brooks a criminal or a victim? All right, so let me pull up this here real fast and see. Let me add this content and we can check it out. And here's the live video of what happened to this gentleman and how his life ended.
Look. You got to see how one of the cops, bro. One of the cops, like, bro, this right here, I'm going to keep it a bug with you. Robert Brooks' family is about to get the bag, bro. They about to get the bag, bro. And you know what? I just thought about it. That probably comes off as insensitive or fucked up. Like, oh, it's a human life. Like, what do you mean get in the bag? All I'm saying is that they have a case. When you guys see what I'm about to see, they have a case, bro. Yo, my thing. Also, before we even get into it, right? Actually, you know what? Let me not ask that. That's probably ignorant. It's probably ignorant. All right, look, y'all. Look, right here. This is where it gets.
So just to let you know right here, this is the very beginning and the entrance of the officers entering into the county jail where they work at. They are the officials. They're correctional officers. Mr. Robert Brooks is a inmate. At this point, he's in healthcare, and it is literally behind him being attacked. So now we're going to see what happened. He had a sick spell. If he was attacked, who attacked him, and what's going on.
It gets sticky. This is where it gets sticky at. Look, y'all. Now I want you guys to pay attention to, not that police. It was another one. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Look, y'all. Look. Look, you see that? Big guy right here just sat there and struck him 2 times on the legs. Look, y'all. Right there, 2 times. 2 times. Now this is the guy I gotta look out for. Now look at son right here. This is Robert Brooks, right? You could tell he's obviously been like, roughed up. They roughed him up, you know what I'm saying? Things of that nature or whatever have you. But watch out, look for this guy right here. Look at this guy right here. This guy. And don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting there just saying this guy as in like he's the only one. I'm just saying like all of them are, you know what I'm saying? Like either they sat there and physically did shit or they're in cahoots with the situation. You get what I'm saying? But that guy, you gotta watch him, bro. Look at this. This is some sick shit that I seen, bro. I was like, this is some sick shit, bro. Look. Yo, bro, look.
What if recording high quality content, editing like...
All right, so I'm going to stop it right there. And as you can see in the very beginning, it was a officer just went in there and hit this man twice while he's already laid down, bound and strapped to the healthcare bed. Now we got all different types of officers in there, you know, from different rankings. You have the regular officer, correctional officers, sergeants, captains, lieutenants, etc. This is ridiculous, you all. And how
Like a pro and streaming like a star was as simple as hitting record. With
this man
Riverside,
was brutally attacked.
Look, nigga, bro, the guy's hands is handcuffed behind his back. Look. Look at the look at the force that they use. Look. This nigga said this. I'm gonna need to put my foot on this man's chest. Like, am I the only one sitting there looking at this like this is crazy? This is not crazy. And look, son over there giving him like, come on, bro. Come on. And believe me, I'm not one of these motherfuckers that's like, yo, bro, if I feel like you doing a little too much with the cops, you know what I'm saying? Shit, sometimes things, you know what I'm saying, like couldn't escalate and you are the one who escalated it at the end of the day, right? I'm not one of those, like, you know, diehard liberals. Is basically what I'm trying to say. I'm not one of.
So you see Mr. Man over here in the hoodie? He looks like he literally stabs this man, Robert, while he's laying on the hospital bed. He did not have a weapon or any object in his hand. But the way he went at him, it was like a jab, a shank, a stab. And everybody's just standing around, not just watching and agreeing, but participating. And these are officers hired by the government and the state to protect and serve, not just, well, you have officers who serve out in the streets, but to guard inmates while incarcerated and help protect their rights. And you all are committing criminals instead of correcting criminals. Let's continue to watch, y'all.
Those. I just like to look at things objectively on both sides. And right here, I don't think anyone would sit there and think that what's going on right now is legit, bro. Like, come on, bro. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Threat does this man pose to any of them? I want to ask y'all that, chat real quick, just, you know what I'm saying? Let me know. What threat does Robert Brooks pose to any of these guys? What threat? Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Look. Watch this guy right here. Watch him. Watch him right here. Watch him. Because he's a bug out. I mean, he's a bug out too, but they all bug outs. But look, watch this guy. Do you see what the fuck he's doing? Like, what is he doing? What the fuck is he doing?
What I see is like each officer is trying to outdo each other to see who can beat this man down the most or the fastest or harm or hurt him. Trying to outdo each other or have some type of sick competition and compete against who can get his man, a defenseless man, more blows.
This is the part that really got me like on some like, damn, bro, you see his ribs just up and everything like that. Like, I don't know, bro. I was just looking at this like, fuck, this is bad.
I'm gonna skip down some.
Now Now you guys gotta look, bro. He's apprehended. He's in cuffs. There's no threat that this nigga could sit there and oppose these people. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this guy right here. Watch this guy. Shit is honestly ridiculous. Look. Look. He went down there. He didn't have a bloody nose or nothing like that. He came up like that. Guys.
Oh, wow. So now we see where they have brutally attacked this man, violently assaulted him. And yes, he came sitting up, bruised, bloody, and so forth. And as the guy said, you know, he didn't have any marks or anything on him while he was laying in the bed. So it's just going to show you how much damage they have done to this defenseless guy while he's laying there in healthcare. And from the scenario, they sent him to healthcare, attacking him. We continue to watch.
Now look how they lift him up. That's the part that really killed me. Look at that. What the fuck was that about? What?
From what I see, it's like the officer is trying to outdo, you know what I'm saying? Some type of and put on and shine, you know, in front of his superior, his captain, his sergeant. You know, that, you know, it's just this arrogant, cocky, somewhat attitude. Amazing.
What's that about? What? Why?
Let me skip down.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can.
And so at this point, Mr. Robert Brooks, he's still there in the hospital.
Nah.
Wow, look.
Nah.
He's kicking on him like he's a dog. They're just beating this man. Unspeakable.
All right, so they're basically running it back, you know what I'm saying? They're doing other police, you know what I'm saying, body cams or whatever have you that went down and stuff like that. And look right here, look right here, look right here. Look. Look at the people outside, look. They're like, damn, that's crazy. Look. Look, you could tell this nigga right here. He looked like Andrew Schultz when he was younger. He over there like, damn, that's crazy. Yo, 914 Ghost, what's good, my heart? Look at Andrew Schultz. Nigga, Andrew Schultz like, nah, that's crazy. Look at Andrew Schultz. Nigga like, nah, like this is kind of like, I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all niggas is kind of.
So at this point, these are other inmates watching. You have trustees, you have staff workers as well, you know, that works for the jail, the county, so and so forth. They're watching and being an eyewitness to these officers literally committing a crime. Let's continue to watch. We'll chuckle down just a little bit more on that.
Or should I just use my, you know, should I disassociate myself from the situation? That's not, why are you laughing? But yeah, crazy situation, guys. I sat there and I said to myself, I was like, yo, this Brooks situation is honestly ridiculous. They use excessive force, bro. Hold on, let me sit there and see real quick if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I think he died. Yeah. Here we go. Look, body camera video investigation into death. Yeah. So they basically beat him to death, bro.
So the young gentleman is right. And as a result, what happened? As a result, what happened to this man? This man lost his life. I mean, beyond ridiculous. Yeah, man. Is he a victim or is he a criminal? You decide. I need to hear and would love to know your opinion, because at the end of this content and video, the young man, Mr. Robert Brooks, lost his life. To my understanding, documents show that he was incarcerated for assaulting his girlfriend, allegedly unalive, that led to him unaliving his girlfriend. And while he was in there doing his time for his crime, he himself was unalive by law enforcement, by officials that are hired by the state to legally do their jobs. So you decide, was Mr. Robert Brooks a victim in the end? Was he a criminal? You know, the officers, was it excessive force? Was it abuse? What excuse could there possibly be for beating a man to death, unaliving him drastically, while you are hired and paid to protect and serve? Was Mr. Robert Brooks' memory a criminal or a victim? You decide. Thanks for joining tonight. And to all, peace.
Don't tell me about me. Stop telling 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 me about me. I don't need you to tell me about